Actually, I could say this is my area of interest because physical things, right? It was quite interesting when I learned and when I started losing weight. But after that, it will happen. That's it. Only our emotions and our mindset determines who we are. That those things creates our identity. So that is why I keep repeating, right? Say your affirmations, do visualization, because that will only shape us. That will only give information to our mind. Subconscious mind is everything, and that decides who we are. So that is why I always ask, doing exercise, doing diet, all those things, you can keep it aside. When you can do it, that will happen when your subconscious mind is trained. So keep repeating the affirmations and visualization as a first step to this, and we'll dig more deeper into it and see why that is needed. So yes, to start with emotions, how most of us feel. So, what is the first thing comes in your mind when we talk about emotion? How do you think the emotions are? Just type it in the text box, or just you can unmute and say, what do you think? When you hear about emotion, what is the first thing that comes in your mind?
Different type of emotions, right? You
Yeah.
laugh, you cry, you smile,
Yes. Yes.
you cry.
Yes. Yes. Most of us, the first thing what comes in your mind is crying. Yeah. When we got emotional, we'll cry. So emotion always we have associated with the sad ones. I mean the negative ones. We always feel like when I got emotional, I would cry. When I got emotional, I would not feel good. So we always associate our emotions with something negative, right? How many of you would think we all associate it with the negative things? Just raise your hand or show off.
I
Yeah.
would say both mixed.
Yes. Yes. But actually, yes, emotions, there is a broad range of emotions, but we always focus on the negative things or the sad ones or the which would make us feel bad. All those emotion negative stuffs only we always focus on. So that is how we would be, but that is not the case. To start with, emotion starts with thoughts. So when we have thoughts, actually thoughts creates the emotions. Maybe I should write somewhere. Okay, that's okay. You all take notes. So from thoughts, emotion is created, and that emotion creates a reality actually. So sometimes emotion stays with us only for one particular emotion stays with us only for a few minutes, but the thought is what is making to feel the emotion again and again. So that is what it is. We overthink. For a simple incident would have happened 2 days before, 6 months before, 1 year before, but we would still think of that and we would cry, right? Sometimes we would cry, sometimes we'll feel bad, sometimes we'll get upset, sometimes it would be frustrating. So there are lots of emotions, but we name everything as crying, anger, only few things. We'll be say, I'm so sad, I'm so down today, I feel so angry today. So that's it, right? I feel like crying. Only these three things we'll be mostly saying on emotions. But there are so much. Why do we cry? Is it because of the frustration? Is it because of the overwhelm? Is it because of someone has cheated us? Someone has said something against us? Or how is it? Is it because of our ego? There are lots of things. There has been lots of reason behind each and every emotion. So we have to try to find that reason actually. So that would help. To understand our emotions better, we would need to know what it is. That is the first step actually. So we'll be coming into it. We'll for the fix, we'll be coming into it. We'll try to understand why this emotion is much more needed for us. So that is the case. Constant overthinking will lead us to emotional heaviness. Sometimes because of the emotional heaviness, we would have shouted at our loved ones. We would have even snapped at our children. then we'll be feeling guilty, right? That is also an emotion then. So that would happen. Because of all these, we would have we would have usually reacted. If someone comes and tells us something in front of our face, like maybe in the office or in our home also, maybe few people's in some party also, something they told us which we don't like, what we would do immediately, what we'd do, maybe we would react in front of them, we'll react it back to them, or some most of the time we would be like people pleasers, right? Our generation. So what we'll do, we'll be just simply smiling in front of them, then it would be inside us for a long time. We'll come home when our children comes in and ask for anything, like I'm watching TV for extra time and all, then we'll snap at them. That is how our emotion gets released. Actually, we react to things, directly or indirectly. What we are doing is reaction, but what we have to do is respond. We'll come to that. So that is how the two things, because of our thoughts, our emotion is going in a loop, and it's always in a loop. And because of the emotions, our reality is created. And what we usually do is we react to things, we don't respond. So make sure to write these two things in your notebook.
What is the difference between? I know it is. You're talking about react. Yes, you react on the spot, or sometimes you go back. You react to yourself. But what do you
Yes.
mean by respond? You respond to the person, or you respond to the emotion? How you classify this react and respond?
Yes, reaction is what we do it immediately, or sometimes we take a time and we do it. Whatever things, what we get, we just what we do without thinking, right? At that time, that
Yeah,
is reaction.
yeah,
But
yeah.
response is how responsibly we handle our emotion, how we regulate
Mm,
it. See,
mm.
if someone comes and says something in front of us, I could give an example of that actress who,
Yeah, the
I
Kishan.
mean, the Instagram video that is circulating,
Yeah,
right?
the
I
Kishan,
tend
Gauri
to,
Kishan, Gauri Kishans.
yes, Gauri, yes, that girl.
The first
In
day
a,
she was holding it, second day she reacted to that because just to digest that information itself, processing time was much, later. Before she processed that information, the time has passed, and the next opportunity when she got, she became an India trending anyway.
yes, yes. But I saw only few seconds of the clips. But what I saw was she responded. She
Mm.
responded clearly, like because body shaming is not good, and she responded it clearly. But when he again and again, initially I think she responded, and when he again and again he asked something, she reacted. But I don't think that is a smart way of response also. She doesn't take it to herself. But she in turn asked it. She
Yeah,
doesn't keep it to herself. The reaction would be like, if they ask, we would get angry and we'll throw off things, we would go away, hide ourselves, or that shout at them. Those things are reaction. But response is to smartly calm down ourselves and then ask them without hurting them.
mm,
That is what is responses. We but Response will be coming when once our nervous system is calmed down. So,
mm, mm,
yeah, I'll come to that. What are the ways to regulate? I'll be coming to that in a bit time.
yeah.
So,
Okay.
yeah, we'll get into the responses. That is what to our children also, when they come, when they suddenly throw off everything, they become cranky, they throw tantrums, right? What we do, we we get triggered. And what we do, we again shout at them, or shout at someone else, our partner or somebody else. Otherwise we'll feel cranky. We'll actually, what we do is we react like, okay, fine, but inside us we would be like crumbling inside us. So then that will again, we'll be controlling our emotions, and at one point of time everything will get bursted. That happens because emotions is energy in motion. Emotion is emotion, so it is energy in motion. So our energy would always be, it would be moving, right? It would be moving, and at one point of time it has to be released. Emotions cannot be controlled. but what our thought process would be like, general understanding would be like, emotions should be controlled. That is how it would be, right? Even in our childhood also, we would be said like, you should not say this, you should not react this, you should not cry. Even this is much bad with men, because men don't express anything, because emotional regulations, I think women are much more connected with emotions than men, because from the childhood every man is told, பையன் அழுவக்கூடாது, boy should not cry. It starts from there. Their emotions get stuck from there. So that is how today we see lots of men being workaholic or alcoholic or anything, any addictive things. Everything starts from there. They are not able to release their emotion. They are not given permission. So that has created them here. That has taken them to release their emotion with some sort of, what to say, I mean, I don't say workaholic or alcoholic, anything, but it is addiction, right? Any sort of addiction they are prone to more is because of this.